Hello, everyone. It's Friday, April 3rd, and welcome to our daily Pearson Clinical Assessment video newscast. My name is Tina Eichstedt, speech-language pathologist and senior product manager in Washington State.
Hi, I'm Nancy Castilleja. I'm also a speech-language pathologist and senior product manager in San Antonio, Texas. We have 4 news items to share today. The first headline is about Telepractice how-to training options. We're getting a lot of requests for training on test administration in a telepractice setting. For many of you, telepractice is a familiar concept, but not one that you've been actively involved in. The details about the test administration is very important, but only one part of the preparation you need before you test a child or adult. Our first step for getting you up to speed on telepractice has been providing information and links to that information. Early next week, we're posting a list of resources for getting training on important aspects that you need to be aware of when working with clients remotely. It's not a comprehensive list yet. Professional education options that we already know about are listed for psychologists, OTs, and SLPs. We'll be looking at how best to meet your training needs for delivering assessments via telepractice in the coming weeks.
Our second headline of the day is about the use of Facilitators document. We drafted a new one-page document to clarify how facilitators should be used and the scope of their roles for assessment. It can be found on the bottom right of the Newsroom tab on our landing page. In your preparation, it is important to analyze each of the tasks you will administer. In general, the facilitator should focus on technical support only, especially now with parents or family members being the only option for facilitators. The bottom row of the table in the document is where the current focus should be during our COVID-19 shelter-at-home status. Keep in mind that examinees are surprisingly perceptive of any interaction by the facilitator, and this can skew examinees' performance and validate assessment results. For those complex tasks that require response books or manipulatives, you will need to make a clinical judgment about whether or not you can even administer the task right now if you only have access to a parent or family member who is an untrained facilitator. We hope this helps you navigate some remote administration details.
Our third headline is test administration via smartphones and other devices. Examining stimuli should always be displayed on computers or tablets rather than smartphones. The digital image needs to match the images in the standardized published test and be displayed on a screen that is at least 9.7 inches measured diagonally, the size of a standard iPad. When survey or questionnaire items are presented, make sure that the question together with all possible response choices are displayed entirely within a single screen to prevent having to scroll up and down to read the entire item. Since smartphones won't be able to accommodate these needs, use a computer and standard size tablet for examinee-facing content. Smartphones can be used for examiner-only content such as manuals and administration directions.
And our final headline of the day is about the release list for the weekend. In addition to the product releases announced earlier this week, we will be releasing almost 20 new digital assets into the Qglobal resource library, again at no cost to you. Product manuals for the WISC, WACE, WIMS, WIPSI, RBANS, CVLT, NEPSI, DCEFs, and a few others. The WISC administration materials are almost ready for all countries around the world, and we plan to release them together next week. Our production and digital teams remind us gently every day, these things are not trivial. And so we smile and respect their work and diligence very much. Trust us, some of us are digging deep on patients as much as you all might be. The new product components will be added to the list on our landing page just as soon as they're available. And so those are the headlines of the day. Just for your information, after today, we're going to pause the daily newscast for a week. We may have some additional deep dive videos next week about things we know you've asked for, but it's time for us to listen and learn in a focused way. While we're off the air, we hope you'll go back over all our announcement headlines and see what you may have missed that we've shared over the last 3 weeks, including accessing free Qglobal resources. We would also invite you to keep letting us know how these resources are helping you and what else you might need to further support delivery of your service to clients in need. We've really appreciated the feedback so far. Let's keep the dialogue going. So from all of us at Pearson Clinical, thanks and have a great weekend.